Hey you guys, it's me Kiana coming at you again today. And I already gave you guys heads up in one of my previous videos for today on the topic that we will focus on today. So, this video is basically a video that is going to stem off from a comment. One of my girls asked me one time, how am I able to have such high self-esteem and high confidence level, being through all the things that I've been through in life, from childhood, teenage years, young adult years, all the things I've been through, a previous marriage, all the things I've been through, and also how am I able to, what tips can I give to be able to accomplish this for women out there that may just be interested in how I got through and how I got over, and for also the women that may not have her self-esteem. So, alright, so this is my video in response to that, and I thought this was a great topic because many of us, we're able to get through and get by doing different things. Now, I wanted to give you some background about some of the things that I've experienced and been through. I've been molested for a large part of my growing up years, and if you all follow my videos, you know that. Okay. I also lost the only father that I knew of as an actual father figure, and I didn't lose him to death, which almost could have been easier in some ways. I actually lost him because he was an alcoholic, and my mom left him. Okay, he was my stepfather. My father, I was raised next to most of my life, next door to the family, his side of the family. Can you turn this off for me, hon? And because it's distracting me. Thank you, hon. I was raised next door to my father's people. Okay. And I have experienced, even though his family lived in the neighborhood, actually seeing him. He was one of those weekend dads. Actually seeing him when he was in a hurry during the week and stuff like that, he would actually not know I was on the porch and not be mindful of that, and would ride past me because he had to, maybe go to his sister's house or something like that, and he didn't want to stop. Okay. But he would come get me on the weekend or whatever every now and then. But I've experienced things like that. I remember seeing a blue Cavalier 2-door riding up the street, and I knew that was my dad. And with these tragic things that I've experienced loss. You all know that Nene's father killed himself. I've experienced, marrying a man that I didn't love, and I married him for reasons that was different than being in love. I married him because we was good business partners. We opened up a computer repair shop, and also we opened up a daycare center. We were great with business, and I married him. And at 7 years later, I decided to leave that marriage. So all the ups. I'm just giving you some ups and downs in my life, and through those ups and downs in my life, I still was able to maintain my level of self-esteem, my level of confidence, my level of believing in myself. And one of the reasons why I was able to do this is because all my life, my mom always pushed in my head that I was special. All my life that my mom always said, you know what, Key, that's what she calls me, Key. You know what, Key? They may laugh at you and say that you chubby and fat, but girl, you sure is pretty as a picture. And they can't take that away from you. Or they can't say, I used to notice they can say all they want about your body or about you being fat, but they ain't never said you ugly. Stuff like that. Now, I still see myself using some of those terms because I see, when people leave ignorant comments about, oh, you're fat and this, and I'm like, you know what? But it's real funny how you never was able to say I was ugly. Fat, I can, change that, but can you change your face? That's the question. You know what I'm saying? So I've always thought like that. And the reason why I thought like that is because my mom pounded that into my head while I was growing up. So, I was always taught that I was special. And then with that being pounded in my head, I started looking in the mirror and seeing things I liked. I started seeing, beauty within myself, physically and also internally. Um, I also didn't let someone else dictate beauty. I didn't let someone else dictate what is ideal, what is norm. And by me never allowing society to tell me what those things are, but rather me create them for myself, the definitions, then I was able to easily realize that I was special, that I was great, that I was beautiful. And with that comes along with whenever you're developing your own definitions, you can define those, you can make those definitions around what you are. You know, ideal in my eyes would be me being about 195 to 210. I'm being honest with you. Why? Even though some people would consider that a lot overweight, because that's what I like. That's what I consider ideal. That's what I consider beauty in its fullness. So, because I define beauty, because I define what's great, because I define what's lovely, therefore, my perception and my definitions are definitely going to be different from what society thinks. And again, the beauty of that is by defining it yourself, you can make those definitions around what you are. So, in essence, is say if I wanted, for an example, to think that 250 pounds was beautiful. Why? Because I'm 250, I would be thinking. You see what I'm saying? So, if I wanted to think that way, then I can make those definitions of what society says is beautiful. I can change it all the way around. And therefore, when I see and look in the mirror, whatever size I am, whatever shade I am, then I know that I am beautiful in itself. And whose definition is it? It's my definition. So, I hope this has helped you guys with just seeing a technique that I've used by basically taking the positivity that my mom instilled in me all while I was growing up and taking it and running with it, carrying it over to my teenage years, my young adult years, and today. So, maybe you can define beauty yourself and define it around who you are and what you represent. So, on that note, thank you guys for watching. Be blessed.